Hello students, we'll now move to part 8 of triangles for chapter 9 for mathematics class 9. This is chapter 5. We are going to a new section 5.5, some more criteria for congruence of triangles. So in the last video, practiced some examples and hope all of you have completely very well understood both the theorems of isosceles triangles, that is equal sides, equal angles, that is angles opposite equal sides are equal, and similarly sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Hope you understood thoroughly, so that we will now move on to again back to the same normal triangle, any triangle. One more rule, we are going to see how to prove if a particular rule is there that they are congruent. So this is side theorem. So we have already seen side, angle, side, angle. So two sides and one angle we have seen, that is included angle, and two angles and any one side we have seen. Now we are going to see three sides are equal. If three sides are equal, we are going to see how they can be shown as congruent. So now we have got two triangles ABC, PQR. Just for construction, I have drawn both same, but let us see how we are able to prove that both the triangles are congruent. So what are all given now? AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR, and CA equal to RP. And the angles may or may not be equal. So we don't know. We don't know whether the angles are equal or not, but ultimately we have to prove that only. So let us now proceed. Draw a line QS such that angle SQR equal to angle ABC and SQ equal to AB, join P and R to S. So let's see. Now the point is, draw a line QS such that angle SQR equal to angle ABC. So now I am taking angle ABC. See the purple color arc. I am going to draw an arc at QR and draw a line and name it as S and see the equal, that small line sign. So now what has happened? So first part we have seen, that is angle SQR equal to angle ABC, and then angle and side QS equal to side BA, or SQ equal to AB. Now next point in this, next part of this same step number 1, join P and R to S, that is PS RS. Let us put two lines, right? So first step we have completed. Second step is, now we are telling triangle ABC is congruent to triangle SQR. Let me read the line and again explain to you. This is as per SAS congruence rule. The reason is BC equal to QR, BC equal to QR. Why? It is already given. See on the right side, within given, BC equal to QR is already given. AB equal to SQ is how we have constructed. Just previous step we have constructed AB equal to SQ and angle ABC equal to angle SQR. So there are 3 points we have written. BC equal to QR, it is already given. AB equal to SQ and angle ABC equal to angle SQR, they are as we have constructed. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle SQR. Hope you will not have any doubt on this. If you have doubt, you have to again go back to SAS congruence rule and then understand. Let us proceed. So now the same diagram what we saw in the previous page. Step number 3. Therefore, angle S equal to angle A. The reason is CPCT. See the triangle, that is we have drawn a triangle. ABC is a triangle and accordingly SQR is another triangle. Both are congruent. See the arc. At the Q arc is there, at B arc is there. So I am telling in the same direction. Therefore, all angles are equal to each other, corresponding angles. So the angle at the top of the left side triangle A is equal to angle at the bottom of the right side triangle. So I am putting the arc also. So orange color arc I have put. So these two are equal because CPCT. In triangle QPS, Now QPS is left side of the, now you see you are seeing a diamond shaped on the right side. In that the triangle QPS, that is left half, PQ, SQ equal to PQ. Why? Since PQ equal to AB is in the previous page, in the given, PQ is already given, written as, given as equal to AB. Since PQ is equal to AB, and in the previous page we have drawn AB equal to SQ, therefore SQ equal to PQ. If SQ equal to PQ, I am putting the small dash also, what happens to the left side triangle? So two sides are equal, that means the left side triangle PQS is an isosceles triangle. QPS, I have written as QPS, we can say PQS also, but let us say now for convenience QPS is an isosceles triangle. Now therefore angle 1 equal to angle 2. Now I am going to draw angles that you see, blue color, angle 1 equal to angle 2. Why? Yes, opposite angles theorem. If two sides are equal, then the angles opposite to both the sides are equal to each other. So we already seen this in the isosceles triangle theorem. Similarly, now you can easily make out one side. If it is like that, what happens to the right side? So instead of starting with the QS and angle Q equal to angle B, we could have also started with RS with angle R equal to angle C, right? Hope all of you understand clearly. Now I will continue with the picture, with the mentioning in the diagram. Similarly, angle 3 equal to angle 4. So I am putting in red. Yes. Now think about the next step, what we can do. Some of you would have got it. Let me see. Therefore, angle P equal to angle S. What is angle P? There are two halves, angle 1 and angle 3. And angle S is angle 2 and angle 4. We have already seen in point number 5 and 6, angle 1 equal to angle 2. In point number 6, angle 3 equal to angle 4. Therefore, if you add both, 1 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 4, 2 plus 4. Therefore, what happens? Angle P equal to angle A. I have just put that orange color arc in that angle P from point number 3 and 7. That is 3 we say S equal to A, and in 7 we have seen S equal to P. Automatically Euclid comes here, things which are equal to the same thing. So angle P equal to angle A. So now we can see the orange arc, angle A equal to angle S we proved initially. Now we proved angle S equal to angle P. Therefore angle A equal to angle P. Now you see this picture clearly. Note down the points before going to the next page. Oh, one more I have given. So I am giving few clues also for you. Now angle A equal to angle P, so that it directly enters your brain clearly. All of you understand and enjoy how we are able to solve the theorems also. So now I have removed all other colors to make it clear. We will continue with the steps. Now we have AB equal to PQ, that is already given. AC equal to PR. Where is AC? AC equal to PR is also already given. Angle A, these are all I am putting dash for you to understand. Same color you can see, purple color on the left side, red color on the right side. Angle A equal to angle P. Again putting orange color. One point to remember here, for the drawing purpose, for understanding purpose, the sides appear to be equal. They need not be equal. All the three sides will be different sizes. When we go to some examples, we can see they may be different dimensions. But here I have shown a similar dimension just for understanding. So that's why I have put the color. Now AB equal to PQ. AB is not equal to PR, need not be equal to PR. Similarly, AC equal to PR. That's why purple color I have put on the left side, red color I put on the right side, and angle also similarly, each angle can be different dimensions, but only angle A equal to angle P. So next step, absolutely right, all of you would have correctly got it. It is triangle ABC equal to triangle PQR because of SAS congruence rule. So AB equal to PQ, yes, angle A equal to angle P, A, Again, side AC equal to PR, yes. So side angle side of one triangle ABC is equal to corresponding side angle side, that is of another triangle PQR. Therefore, and triangle ABC is congruent with the triangle PQR. That means we started with only the three sides equal. We didn't know whether they are congruent or not, but we are able to now prove that if three sides are equal, three sides of one triangle is equal to three sides of another triangle, then both are congruent. So we get this theorem. If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. This is S congruence rule. So this is the third rule we have understood for triangles, two triangles to be congruent. So there is no need to read this. We have proved the theorem, SSS congruence rule. If you have doubt, these are all very important proof, because similar proofs we will be doing for examples also. So in the next video, we are going to see one rule for two right angled triangles to be congruent. All along we have seen three rules for any triangle. It can be isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle is separate. Don't get confused with the two theorems we solved for isosceles triangles. That was only to show that equal sides and equal angles. That was not to show they are congruent. For two triangles to be congruent, you have seen two rules earlier, SAS and ASA. Now we have seen third rule, SSS. In the next part, that is next video, we are going to see only if it is a right angle triangle, what is the rule which can apply. Questions? Pause the video. Note down. Proceed. Thank you.